All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, Great Millstone, who teach very well. I learned this truth from. And salutation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push this word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, Shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And today, man, just basically getting on exiting from this place, man. And basically, first off, exiting from this place through your mind, man. Because even though our bodies, our fleshly bodies, is here in the Western Hemisphere, our mind is on Yahweh Shai, man. No, your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. Our mind is on the east, the old paths, the old ways of Yahweh Shai, man, of righteousness, man, of peace and happiness. Because the ways that's flowing right now is nothing but wickedness and death. And who can you blame for that, man? The so-called white man. Because the agenda that he pushed forth is wickedness. Whether it be the LGXYZ, they pushing it upon kids, and if you say something bad about that, then you get canceled. Or whether it be through your diet, man. Niggas will talk shit about you because you don't eat McDonald's, man. Niggas will talk shit because you eating a salad. you know? How wicked and backwards can the society be? But why is this society is wicked and backwards? Because what the so-called white man is ruling, man. And for the lack of better words, we're trying to be righteous in the midst of a wicked generation, man. For the lack of better words, when wickedness is popping and wickedness is a trending topic, being righteous, you're going to be lame. They're going to pick on you. They're going to criticize you. And that's what's finna get ready to happen, man. We finna get ready to get persecuted for righteousness' sake, because the Lord knows that we're in the right by prophesying against this place. The Lord know that we're in the right for despising this wicked world. But for the lack of better words, if you despise this world in the eyes of men or in the eyes of the so-called white man, then you're the most evilest guy on the block. One example is over there in the Middle East, man. This guy's nickname in the Middle East is the Great Saint, because he's the great deceiver upon the whole planet Earth. But let's get a precept real quick. This is the book of Isaiah 59 and verse 15. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. Yes, man. It says, yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. Why, man? Because ultimately, if you're not in the world, then you're an enemy. For the lack of better, in the eyes of Esau, if you don't push forth the vibration of NBA Youngboy, if you don't push forth the vibration of Lil Boosie, then you're the enemy. And likewise with us, man. If you're not pushing forth the vibration of Yahweh Shai, then you're the enemy, man. And that's why the scriptures say good is set against evil and life against death, man. Because this is a spiritual battle that's going on, man, on all levels daily. Whether it's the flesh versus the spirit, the carnal versus the spiritual, and it's the same thing, man. Because again, if you choose the carnal or choose the flesh, then actually you're going back into darkness, man. You're going back into the world, man. The valley of the shadow of death. Let's go ahead and get that in Job real quick, man. Because it perfectly explains America, man, and the ideologies that get pushed forth in this place. Let's get Job 10, and I'm going to jump down. Job 10, and I'm going to jump down to verse 21. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. And that's it, man. Because number one, the vibration that get pushed on this side of the world is nothing but death, man. Nothing but wickedness, man. But it says of darkness too, because a part of you being in the dark is a part of you not in the know. You have to realize, man, over 99% of Americans know, no, Salakia, kind of excited, but over 99% of the Americans don't know it's going to be a nuclear war, man. And about time they realize what's going on, or before the time they realize or they do know, it's gonna be too late. Let's read this again. Before I go whence, I shall not return, even the land of darkness and the shadow of death, a land of darkness as darkness itself, man. The doctrines they push forth is dark, you know. Continue black culture. you celebrating black culture. That's you being in the dark, man. Continuing on as darkness itself and of the shadow of death without any order. And that's what happened when the white man ruled, man. The woman is over the man. And now all of a sudden, now that a pet, now matter of fact, a damn 4-year-old boy is going to be over a man now because now he identified as a 35-year-old woman. That's how confusing and stupid and wicked this place is, man. But at the end of the day, this world or this society don't have the order of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. And that's another reason why we want to get out this place, man, or why we getting out this place through our mind right now, man. Because you being in order, and you saying basically, for lack of better words, you being in order and having morals, and this society is looked down upon. Again, he that departed from evil make himself a prey. If a woman throw herself at you, throw the box at you, and you know she got a man and you deny it, they gonna say, man, why you ain't hop on it? Man, if I was you, and they'll talk shit to you for hell and back. But again, in the eyes of Yahweh Shemal Shah, that's an honorable thing, man. Because at the end of the day, these people do not know what's going on, man. That's why, again, it's the land of darkness. As darkness itself and of the shadow of death, because that's the vibration that get pushed forth without any order, and where the light is as darkness. And again, you commit adultery, that means you the cool guy now. You damn, being wicked, you just caught 40 bodies. You just killed 40 people and you just made a song about it. That's you being cool now. Now you're a role model to the next generation, man. Guys like Pooh Shiesty and NBA Youngboy, this is the role model for the next generation. That's why you see now Yahweh Shah said, no flesh shall be saved, man, if he don't come, man. Because at the end of the day, if Esau continually ruling, he's going to kill everything around him, man. And then he's going to end up killing himself. Why? Because he is as death. But again, we can see why Yahweh Shemal Shah set this guy up, man. And we can see why Yahweh Shemal Shah set up righteousness too. Let's go ahead and get this real quick in Deuteronomy, man. Because again, what this world Babylon want to do, what this society of Babylon wants you to do, it basically wants you to turn your back upon the Most High and choose wickedness, or basically choose the flesh, choose the carnal, man. And that's what Esau pushed forth. Because again, all the trending topics, all the songs, and the most the number one hit. It's not inspirational songs. The number one hit really be Folly, man. I got this money, I got this broad, I pop this, this, then the third, I'm the best, It's not no true inspiration coming from these artists, you know what I'm saying? And even a lot of these movies, especially in Hollywood, for the past couple of years, Hollywood have fell off, man. A lot of these places like Germany and Spain, they got excellent movies that push forth inspiration and things like that. But for lack of better words, just going back, the Lord, he set up righteousness and wickedness, man. It's no gray area between. It's not like you can, you can be on this side of the fence and that. No. The Lord said, pick a side. And this is what it says right here in Deuteronomy 30 and 15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good and death and evil. And that's it, man. Life and good is this word, the straight and narrow, man. Even though it's difficult in the flesh sometimes, Again, because again, even Apostle Paul said that it is not me, but it's sin that dwelleth in me. But it says, because the Lord know your mind, he know your spirit, man. Because we all go off, but the Lord know at the end of the day, we want to do the things that be pleasing him. That's why we do the work. That's a part of that life and good. That's a part of you picking Yahweh Shai, man, doing the work. Because our righteousness is as filthy rags in the eyes of the Lord. But the Lord also said the foolishness of preaching please some, man. And we can't wait until we get out of this wicked place and get into those new bodies so we can, please the Lord fully. But let's read this again. Deuteronomy 30 and 15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good and death and evil, and that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy power, to walk in his ways. And right there, that love is just not you shucking and jiving up and down the aisles, man. No, that love is actually action. That's why James says, without faith, without works is dead. I will show you my faith by my works, because Yahweh Shah, he's a power of words, but his words are so powerful it leads unto action, man. You know, our power is a power of action. That's why he's a living power, man. But read this again. It says, in that I command you this day to love the Lord thy power, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments and statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply. So this is how you're going to live, man, through serving Yahweh Shah, man. Because again, ain't no way in the flesh you can keep the law, statutes, and commandments. The 613th laws. If you can, what's the 400, what's the 400 law, man, what Leviticus 17 and 8 say? Things like that. But through the Spirit, we trying our best. Judges 5 and 11, we rehearsing the righteous acts. And that's pleasing to the Lord, man. The Lord see you trying. Just like the prodigal son. Ain't like the Lord. You see your son messing up, but you can see he trying to do better. You can't, but I said if you see your son messing up, but he enjoy messing up. That's what 2/3 of our people have fell into, man. They enjoy pissing the Lord off, man. When you really go into it, commit adultery, making songs about it, loving this place, loving wickedness, loving these carnal things, these flesh. You got a good, ain't nothing wrong with, loving your ride or your car or something like that. You got a little ride and stuff like that. But it ain't like you're gonna put your all into it. You got a house or some land or something like that. You're not gonna put your all into it, because the things of this world are temporal. But Yahweh Shai, he's everlasting. That's why I said that thou mayest live and multiply, and the Lord thy power shall bless thee in the land whether thou goest to possess it. Because Yahweh Shai, he can take something away from you and he can give you something 10 times better, man. Well, let's continue on at verse 17. But if thine heart turn away, what does that mean if your heart turn away? Basically, if you return back into the world. But if thine heart turn away, so that thou would not hear, but it shall be drawn away. What that mean, drawn away? The world is pulling at you, whether it be your women, or whether it be your ego, or whether it be your own fleshly desires. And this, it ain't like brothers ain't speaking, they ain't never been through, man. Because we get tested every day, man. It's a fight every day in this truth, man. And we don't want to be drawn away, because again, at the end of the day, a lot of things you go through and the hell you go through is fleshly things to try to pull you away from the love of Yahweh Shai, man. And what Romans 8 say, not death, not tribulation, nobody will not separate from the love of Yahweh Shai, man. Basically doing his work and staying faithful. We don't want to be drawn away. That's why King David said in Psalms 51, take not thine Holy Spirit away from me, man. Read this again. It says, but if thine heart turn away, so that thou will not hear, but shall be drawn away and worship other gods and serve them. So basically, if you go back into the world, I will denounce you this day. So the Lord, he's just going to basically take the spirit from you, man. And that's scary, man. That ye shall surely perish, and that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land. So the Lord basically said he's going to put you to death, man. And a part of the Lord putting you to death too is taking this truth away from you, man. Because if you ain't got this truth, you dead from the neck. You dead from the neck up. You alive from the neck down, man. And that's a scary thing, And that's why we just pray we continue to do the things that's pleasing unto the Lord. Let's get this in Romans 12. And I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice. And that's it, man. Part of us putting our bodies as a living sacrifice is basically forsaking the flesh, man. and doing the things that's pleasing unto our power. What the scripture say, seek the Lord, the kingdom of heaven first, and all these things shall be added unto you, you know? So that's the part of making your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High. Because the Lord, it's acceptable in the eyes of the Lord, you giving your all, man. You know? Now, 99 won't do, you know, continuing on. It says, which is your reasonable service. So for lack of better words, you brothers commend you and stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, the water your how about Shema Shah for putting the spirit on us. But hey, this is what we supposed to do, man. You don't for lack of better words, I forgot the scripture, but roughly paraphrasing, you don't supposed to get a good job every time you doing something you supposed to be doing, man. You know? Good job, waking, Continuing on in verse 2, though. It says, and be not conformed to this world. And right there, it says, and. So it says, do this work. But it says, and be not conformed to this world, because a part of you being conforming to the world is a part of you taking the love away from the Most High. Because that's why the scripture say, a man shall. Matter of fact, I'm just get it. What it is, Matthew the 12th chapter. Basically, loving two masters, man. You know? Let's get that. Please, Brother Marky. Because again, the Lord, he's not with the on the fence, man. Please bear with me. Because again, the Lord, he's just not gonna, one day you this way and the next. No, it's not like that. At the end of the day, Yahweh Shema Shah want 100% or nothing. Because again, if you love the world or love this society, at the end of the day, you're not going to give the Lord your all. This is the book of Matthew 6. Salakia. In verse 24, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one or love the other. And right there, read it again. It says, and no man can serve two masters. You know? Even let's say if you're working two jobs, you're at one day shift and night shift, it's going to get to a point where you're going to have to let one of those go, man. Because at the end of the day, that's how the Lord is. The Lord, he's not with the, for lack of better words, you in the world, you doing worldly things, but at the same time on Saturday, you want to be an Israelite. When the garments come on, when the garments come off, the nigga come on. Let's read this again. Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. So it's going to get to a point. Damn, man, it's a car show I want to go to. Damn, man, I want to see my bride, but I got to go to camp. That's what's going to get to it. I got to go to camp, man. Oh, she waiting on me and stuff stuff like that, man. That's why it says he will love the one and despise the other. It says he cannot serve the Most High in mammon. So you can't serve the Most High in money. You can't serve the Most High in fleshly things. Now, it's a balance to things like that. But again, seek the kingdom of heaven first. Do what the Lord told you to do, and all these things shall be added unto you, man. Let's continue on, though. Going back to Romans 12:2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Yes, it says, in that ye may be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And matter of fact, real quick, let's get two words right here. Let's get that word conform, let's get that word conform, and let's get that word renewing, This their word conform, because it says be not conformed to this world. And when you go into that word conform,
Strong's G 4964. Suschematizo.
It says to conform oneself, one's mind and character to another's pattern, fashions oneself according to. So basically pattern yourselves and fashion yourself after the way of Esau, the profane man, A guy that's wicked, you pattern yourself out of the mess up, you know. For lack of better words, at the end of the day, he don't have a good moral character, man. You know, he don't have good laws and legislations, man. He don't have good integrity, because instead of him saying, yeah, we the one that messed up the sea, we messed up the water with forever chemicals, he's just going to blame it on mankind, man. So it says, be not conformed to the ways of this world. So don't be like the people in this society, man. Because again, that just make you an Esau, but it says also, but be ye transformed, basically by the renewing of your mind. Now let's go into that word renewing.
Strong's G 342, anakainosis. Anakainosis.
It says nikainosis. It says renewal, renovation, complete change for the better. And that's a part of us walking upon the ways of the Most High. Because again, it's not like we just gonna be perfect, but each day, man, whether it be a little bit, whether it be a lot, we can trying to get better for the Lord, trying to be a chaste virgin before He come. But it's not like we changing. Instead of me being a dope dealer now, I want to be a rapper. Instead of me being a football player now, I want to just go into the acting business and stuff like that. No, man. We're actually changing for the better, man. We're changing in righteousness, man. Because again, for lack of better words, my vocab alone is not, mess with these celebrities, man. Or because he's finna talk about Kanye West, but what about the guy from Seinfeld, man? My vocab won't bring him upon his show, man. Because at the end of the day, he hate the ones that's changing for the better, man. For lack of better words, going back to the Isaiah 59, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. So we changing ourselves for the better in the midst of this wicked society, man. And people hate it, but it's all cool because we hate you too. Let's get this real quick in Amos. Yep, this is the book of Amos 5 and verse 15. Hate the evil and love the good, right there, man. It says hate the evil. What does that mean? Hate this, for lack of better words, even simple things. You watching TV. I know brothers know this, but every movie that come out, it have to have that XYZ stuff in there, man. That LG XYZ stuff. You Charlie, I'm just gonna skip past it, but it's overfed, man. And it's even down, it's going down into kid shows. The Simpsons did an episode about it and stuff like that. Misgendering and things like that. What the hell is going on here, man? You supposed to, it's confusing. And that's one thing you hate, when you confused. Whether you can't get it's a problem that you're trying to get fix a problem or something like this, a math problem that you don't know the answer to. You hate it when you confused or somebody breaking it down. You say, hold on, rewind it. That's one thing you hate. It's confusion, man. Y'all agreed upon a certain time that you say 7 and somebody else said 7:30 and somebody came at 5. That's confusion. And that's one thing you should hate, man. That's why we say abow, man. Destruction to confusion. Because, hey, with Yahweh Shema shall come and in the planet earth be planted in righteousness, it's not going to be no more confusion, man. Read this again, Amos 5:15. Hate the evil and love the good and establish judgment in the gate. And we're doing that right now, whether it be through the unicorn or whether it be us on the highways and byways, It says establish judgment in the gates. We're telling you what's wicked and what's righteousness. We're telling you the difference between wickedness and righteousness, man. Let's continue on. It may be that the Lord thy power of hosts, Yahweh Shema Shai, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. So if you hate the evil, then basically, let's go to the word gracious real quick, man. Let's go ahead and get it, man. Let's go ahead and get it. It says you will be gracious, man. In the eyes of the Lord, man. Basically, the Lord, he's going to have favor upon you. I think that word right there is Yakanan, It says to be gracious, show favor, pity. To show favor, be gracious. So if you hate the evil, the Lord will show favor right here. To direct mercy, it's like you're kind of excited to direct favor, to have mercy on, man. So you hate wickedness, the Lord, he will have mercy upon you. And that remind me, I forgot, I think his name was Philip, if I'm not mistaken. But the guy that was when they was having sex in the temple, and the dude had, he had the spear, and he thrust the man and the woman together. He put them to death because they was having sex in the Lord's temple. The Lord had favor upon Israel, man. Because if everybody would let that shit happen, the Lord would, he would have been pissed off. But somebody spoke up, man. Somebody spoke up for what was right and what was wrong, bro. And that's what we're doing in a roundabout way by pushing forth this word, man. We're speaking up for righteousness, and the Lord will have mercy upon us for doing it. That's why it says he will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph, man, who hate this world and who, whose body's here in the Western Hemisphere, but our minds in the East where Yahweh Shai dwell, man. Let's get this in. Let's end off right here in Sirach 17, and I'm going to start at verse... Let's start at verse 25. It says, Sirach 17-25, return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. And right there, man, it's not like we haven't seen or we never went off, man. Even we still go off. But for lack of better words, we're trying to do better, man. We're on that road to redemption. Matter of fact, let's get something real quick before I continue. This is the book of Amos. Miss Amos. It's like a Hosea. It's like this Hosea 6 in verse 1. Hosea 6:1. It says, come and let us return unto the Lord, for he have torn, and for he have torn. So what that mean? It says basically, come, let us return unto the Lord, for he have torn. Which meaning what? He have broken us down as a people, man. You have to realize, man, back in the ancient world, our women feet didn't even touch the ground. But now we got dirty foot project holes, man. Read this again. It says, come and let us return unto the Lord. And how we doing it? By getting into the world or getting into the word in Judges 5:11, man. Rehearsing the righteous acts, man. Because it's not like we just, it's an Israelite party, for lack of better words, when the garments come off the nigga, come on. No, man. We try to do the things that's pleasing to Yahweh Shai, even the laws that we can keep, man. Even simple things, not having sex on the Sabbath, man. Not doing, pleasurable things in the flesh on the Sabbath, man. The Lord look on good upon those things. Read this again. Hosea 61, come, let us return unto the Lord, for he have torn, and he will heal us. He have smitten, and he will bind us up. It says he have torn, and he will heal us, which meaning what? We broke down as a people, but he's going to heal us, man. You sick, you got a wound. You're going to go to the doctor. You're going to go to the physician to be healed. That's why we're returning unto Yahweh Shai, man. And once you go to the doctor say, don't do that again. I wouldn't do that again if I was you. Take 2 of these. That's why when you go into the Lord, you can't go back. Going back to Sirach 17-25, return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. You go into the physician, you go to the doctor. It's not like the doctor, he's going to give you the medication, get what you need to do, and you go back out there and do it again. And you come back to the doctor, you're going to get to that point, the doctor going to get mad. You ain't learned the first time, man. Read this again. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less. So stop trying to go off more, man. Even though we're going to go off daily, even the flesh, even you wearing certain clothes you go on. But at the same time, it's certain things we can start doing. That's what discipline kick in, man. It says turn again to the Most High and turn away from iniquity. Yes, turn your face into the Lord and turn your face away from iniquity, man. Forget this world, forsake this place, man. Don't look back like Lot's wife. Continuing on, for he will lead thee out of darkness into the light of health. And that's it. Going back to that, I poured out earlier, that Job, the 10th chapter. We dwelling in the land, in the valley of the shadow of death, the land of darkness is darkness itself. The Lord, He's bringing us out of this place mentally in the mind and bringing us into a light of health, man. We have good mental, good mental health, man, because we know what's going on, man. We have a peace of mind because we know the end of the movie. But let's continue on. This is in hate thou abominations vehemently. Let's get abominations and vehemently, man. Because it says hate thou abominations vehemently. Hate this wicked, sick place with a certain fire, man. Because certain time when you see something, you get fired back up, man. Read right here. A thing that causes disgust or hatred. Every time I see that freakism on television, you be disgusted, man. Whether you eat some food, now you lost your appetite, things like that. It's just atrocity, disgrace, horror. Let's go ahead and get this word vehemently. That word vehemently, Salakia. That word vehemently. It says in a forceful, passionate, or intense manner with great feeling. So it feels good to prophesy against Babylon, man. It's beautiful, man. It says to hate abominations. And for lack of better words, we're proud that we hate this place, man. We're proud that, it's like I ain't mean it like that. But not to take it the wrong way. But it's not like we shy away for having a disgust for Babylon, man. Because if you don't have a disgust for Babylon, then that means you love this world. That means you love wickedness, man. That means you love this cesspool, man. This dirty place. Instead of loving Yahweh Hashem Shah, man. So yeah, I can just pray this video was edifying. I want to say, Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh, Bahashim Rakak Wadash, Shalom, DCA, and the Bible.